as many people at home know, there was the acquisition or absorption or merging, I guess, pick whatever word you like, of the IKF. And of course, it goes without saying, people know by now that there was a false start. I think that's fair to say on the Grand Nationals for this year.
Oh, yeah.
And you have found, on very short notice, a partner to do the Grand Nationals, a replacement race.
It was so funny because as soon as they canceled the race, I got a couple phone calls from all kinds of different clubs that wanted to run this event. And I'm like, well, hang on. And then, talking about Briggs, I got these really cool cats from KPX.
Yep.
And they're visionaries and they're your age. And, they do cool shit and they love the Briggs and they wanted to bring on the KA too, just to have just two different things. Hey, Briggs is not for everybody. I see guys in Ferrari show up and jump into Briggs. Maybe it's not for everybody. But they now have two motors that they can keep their customers, and they're pulling 120, 130 people. They came to me and said, man, we got the fairgrounds in Fresno, and so did the club up there, and said, hey, we're going to get together, which is super cool. And would you help us? What are you going to charge? I'm not going to charge you shit.
Yeah.
I'm just going to come out and I'm going to help you. And let's get this thing rolling. So the feedback's been great. I expect a boatload of people. And it's going to be the first IKF Grand Nationals really back, with the Eagles, with the Duffys. I had to order them.
Oh,
you
yeah.
were with me.
Yeah.
And it was cool as hell to order them because that's where it all started. And again, so people understand, a lot of people, I don't hear anything much about IKF. I don't hear this. No, you don't. Because guess what happened? It happened so quick.
Yeah.
I wasn't even ready. I mean, this was something where it was real quick. Said, this has to happen now, Tom. I'm like, I wasn't really ready for this transition. So you haven't heard much. You haven't seen much. But it doesn't mean we're not working on it.
Yeah.
And I see next year you're going to see the clubs. I'm working on some cool programs to really try to help the clubs be financially somewhat stable, right? With programs like, hey, if you do this with this and this, we can do this. And we're going to go back to, we now have, as you know, a couple of new regions coming, and it's exciting because no matter what, SuperkartsUSA, WK, whatever you want to call it, the IKF is the originator of all this stuff.
Yeah.
You ran it.
Oh, yeah.
And you talk to even the gentleman that owns this track. Something was said yesterday. He goes, most of my stuff sits in the garage, but not my Screaming Eagles and not my Duffys.
Yeah.
So it means a lot. They're back. It's going to be cool. It's a little different vibe. We're getting rid of 400 classes, upside down, inside out cans, and getting more down to, today people want product. They want it quick. They want it now. They want to get home. They can't hang out from Monday to Monday.
Yep.
We're coming in on a Friday. We're rocking and rolling, sending everybody home on a Sunday. That is what the marketplace bears.
Yeah, and I think that really sort of lends itself. In the last interview, you talked a little bit about sort of your vision and structure for the reformed IKF and sort of what that kind of class structure looks like and what an event looks like. And I think, as you just said, a lot of people were surprised when you came out with this new revised structure for the classes. It only had two different engines. It's the LO206 and it's the IAME K100. And I think that sort of gives a glimpse into sort of where you sort of see each engine sitting in the skill level, whether that's a club level or a regional level or national level or even an international level. So I think to answer this guy's question here, it really kind of shows what the vision perhaps is: shorter events and less classes. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And for the smaller clubs that are out there that has a Comer with a 2-hole, 3-hole, 4-hole, and all that stuff, the rule book will always be there for those classes. But as they move down the road, they're going to go, okay, I might want to get in with this if I one day want to race national on a Briggs level or on a KA and come to some of these events.
Absolutely.
So that's where we're at.